Hi, my name is Dominique Williams. I'm a minister, actor, poet, and motivator.
This is 6.5 Tips for Extraordinary Living by Dominique Williams, Episode 3.
Let's go. The past couple of weeks, I've been giving tips and hints on living the extraordinary life. I call them extraordinary life tips. EL tip number 1 was give your eulogy. It was an exercise that called for a person to assess where they are versus where they want to be and making steps to getting there. The second life tip, EL life tip number 2, was taking your creative out. That meant going to bed an hour earlier so you could wake up an hour earlier so you could work on your craft. Well, today's extraordinary life tip number 3 is called the rule of rest. The rule of rest. As easy as it might sound, as simple as this may be, the rule of rest is simply going to bed on time. I've realized that it takes extreme amounts of discipline to going to bed at the time that you set. For whatever reason, we get distracted with cell phones, television programs, even people. We can't get to bed on time. It's funny, it's hard to go to bed, but sleep is something that we love, we crave. And we hate cutting the alarm clock off in the morning. I found that sleep increases our productivity level. I found that sleep, a full night's rest, gives me a better mood for the day. I know that rest is important because it even exists in nature. I know that rest exists in nature because if you live in a state like North Carolina that has all 4 seasons, you'll see it in the trees. In the springtime, the tree produces the flower, the fruit. In the summertime, that fruit, that flower flourishes. And in the fall, it begins to diminish and fall. And in the winter, that tree takes rest. That tree rests. Even the dirt needs rest. A farmer can't continue to grow the same vegetation every year because it begins to lose nutrients. Just like the trees, just like the dirt, even you have to rest. Take your 7 or 8 hours of sleep. My name is Dominique Williams. Always remember that today will be motivated because you made it so.
Live extraordinary. Stay tuned because next week I'll give you extraordinary